random stuff, but it seems now they just condensed it down into like a really competitive 1v1 sort of setup.
So, like,
Yeah,
feel like
but they've taken out all the arcades and the scenarios. Do you not remember that they had?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
they just had cool stuff where it was just you had to like get your robot from like one side to the other, and they would just like throw a whole bunch of bowling balls at it. I don't know, just cool stuff like that.
But now they get lag and stuff, and say sometimes rage quit, and it's just no good.
Indeed.
No,
So
I'm being a bit harsh. It's a shame
right,
that Kaiser Klein's internet connection wasn't at his usual place. But this will be the final thing of the day, I suppose. We do have a show match between SomppuKunkku and 4master. Very good sports of them for playing. It looks like SomppuKunkku spawning in the right-hand side of the map in the colour blue. Will be playing the Dutch today, spawning with 200 wood. So that's nice. We'll see what he does with it. His opponent, playing as the British in the colour red, we do have 4master, aka what?
PrinceOfKabul, Tatuidi. I think he's got a whole bunch of other accounts as well. I don't know. I feel like it's a long list, but then that's the same for like loads of top players. Like they've all got their 10 accounts.
So they switch between. You can't keep track of them all. I need a spreadsheet so I can avoid them all in quick search. No, I'm joking. But we do have a game on their hands. Let's see what So what treasures have we seen so far? 80 XP to Sompu, and a bunch of tier 1 treasures or tier 3, whatever they are. Yeah, Probs wants you guys lagging. Probably wasn't, he says. Well, that's good to know. It wasn't us then, after all.
We'll see. We're only 1 minute in. Could still go terribly wrong. All right, we've got to get focused now. So what's this? Sompu's standing by 150 food treasure.
Yeah.
He's sizing it up. He's moving it.
And if we look at Control-Shift-F, 4master's had a pretty fruitless scouting pattern with not really any big treasures, but at least he's got some information about a hunt over here and another one over here. But as far as treasures are concerned, he's not really gotten anything so far. Does come across 90 coin, takes that out quite easily. Going to be able to pick that up. The Envoy, though, has spotted him and is going to start pummeling away, get some damage on him there. In the meantime, yes, SomppuKunkku going for that 150 food treasure. Probably was waiting for that crack shot to recharge so he could get that final polar bear down there. But a big food treasure, big beefy, going to help him up to the next age nice and quickly. And his age will be especially quick because playing as the Dutch, they normally age a bit sooner anyway. So this is all good things for the blue player. 3 settlers coming out.
And like normally you'd probably run your Envoy, but it's just really nice when you're picking up one of these big treasures like the 150 food that's easily stolen. It's just nice just to tie up the other guy's Explorer. So yeah, now Sompu knows he's got the 150 food in. Now he runs his Envoy so he can still make use of it. But all he was doing was making sure that his treasure's not going to get stolen by Prince.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Though Prince, can he punish it?
I think he's gonna.
Can, right?
He's gonna get that. It looks like it's only. Oh, I think he's just out of range now. But one more shot will do it. No, one more shot will do it. Is he? Yeah. Is he away? Yeah, he's got it. That's sad. 5 XP does go to 4master. He's G. Yeah. I wonder if he ought to have started running it a little bit sooner because, the Red Explorer cannot run over to that food treasure that quickly. So if he'd started running sooner, he would have gotten that away. But obviously didn't want to start thinking about that until the food was safely in his bank. Does get the Envoy, but ultimately the Dutch player does have good scouting already and lots of information. And that food treasure is nothing to complain about. Now switching his villagers over to the other resources there, starting to gather them up. Will he discover anything in this corner of the map, though? The answer is no. There is no treasure there. In the meantime, we do have 4master, aka PrinceOfKabul, now clicking up to the next age. Explorer, reasonably good life. Going to go for that 160 XP as well. It's going to be nice. But switching all the villagers over to wood, I'm going to get that market down. I'm sure get the hunting dogs upgrade and start slamming down some manners. That's the 3rd one this game. Going to get those extra villagers out for British. Dutch vs British then. This is a matchup. What do you think?
Yeah, so usually in this matchup, I guess Dutch is going to be looking to get up to that 3rd age, right? Sometimes they just stay with a quick semi-FF, maybe 5 hussars. I'm just wondering, I think Sompu's seen that Prince is going for this 160 XP treasure. He's headed exactly there. So he knows that Prince went for the snipe, and he's going to be there in time because the cooldown takes a bit. So Prince won't have his cooldown up. Somppu will have his cooldown up. So
yeah, he's just going to go straight for it. Yeah, red is in there. But is he going to go for the hand combat? He's got slightly more hit points, but and he's not up to the next stage yet, so he'll get even more on top of that. Red mana going down in the middle of the map there. I quite like this. You send one villager over if you're intending to build like a base in the middle of the map, and then get the mana down whilst you're aging, and then you've got 2 for the forward base, which may be something he's intending to do. It's exactly what he's going to be doing. Barracks going down there with the 2 vills. What a pro. And this is only going to give you sort of more map control, and if they destroy it, well, I guess that's not the end of the world, but still, you still want that population, so maybe it will be a problem. But at any rate, tower coming down for the British. Looks like he's going to be playing semi-aggressively here. We're starting with the forward barracks and aging up with the governor for that tower and 200 gold. Does manage to bring down that explorer as well, or at least if he switches to the... he's managed to get that there. It does take a couple of shots of town centre fire, but not too many. Does take down the explorer. Blue, though, first shipments have been 700 followed by 600 wood. 700 wood now just only coming in for the red player here. Perhaps he'll add in that second building. Maybe we'll see maybe a stable as well. More manners going down in the middle of the map there. But Dutch just laying down lots of infrastructure, right? Banks, market. I'm going to get those techs in.
Yeah, I think Somppu's explorer just walked away from Prince's barracks before he actually could see what units, or before he could see if it was a barracks or kind of a stable. So I'm wondering if he's going to have pikemans of his own, because we can see Prince has actually started pikes, because I don't think he identified whether Somppu was going for a stable or a racks. So the safe option is just to start pikes, as hussars can be quite common. And so this is nice by Somppu. He's actually just adding in the stable with the 600 wood. And so hussars and skirms are going to do really well against... Oh, look, he's just going for a straight pike rush. There's 10 pikes coming in.
Really? Okay. What's this all about then? Can he take that bank down? Yeah, but it's not going to matter. There's skirms nearby, and those pikes aren't going to want to contest it. Does lose one, and is going to be heading out there. Let's switch over the larger display to shipments sent, and the smaller one we can put on units in the queue. We see Longbowman now coming out, so it's not obviously an all-in pike rush. We weren't expecting that, but adding in the Longbowman there, which will be able to deal some damage versus those skirmishes. But I like starting with the 10 pikes. Can get some siege damage in, perhaps on a house or something, if it's a little bit further away than it should be. But the skirms not going to allow that today. Longbowman should be here any moment now, and has a second barracks in as well, so going to be able to start. I swear the route just got upgraded. It didn't. No one has a trading post, but something changed. Anyway, here comes some Longbowmen. Looks like they've just come out. Going to bring that explorer in as well. He has a nice tank. 3 hussars. Been scouted by that outpost. They're not going to get too far away. Explorer does go down.
Yeah, that outpost is really, really well placed actually next to the coin mine. Lots of line of sight, so he could shut down that raid. But yeah, so Prince doesn't know if like Somppu's going to age or just stay colonial, so he kind of has to keep pushing in and just kind of see what damage he can get done.
Ooh, cavalry coming in on the Longbowman. Pikemen, though, do wake up just in time, but that does force the Longbowman to move away. 10 more, though. 10 reinforcing Longbowmen coming in here. And yes, more of what you were saying there. He's just going to have to keep pressuring on here. Maybe he can knock off a Vill and have those pikes continue banging away at that bank. Not going to let Somppu go up to the next stage. Minutemen have been called here. Looks like he wants to take this fight. Yeah, 3 hussars coming out on top of that as a shipment here. So this is a dangerous spot for Somppu. Does he have enough pikemen to deal with this? They're going to be taking shots from those skirmishers, and of course the Minutemen as well. Does pull off there, doesn't want to be taking too much damage, sort of wants to, yeah, doing it again, sort of bringing the pikes forward. They're going into, what is it, cover mode by the looks of it, to take fewer damage. But all of the pikes quickly running out, and now nothing to protect these Longbowmen here on the front. They're taking lots of damage from these cavalry. All of them going to go down very quickly, and skirmishers in the back firing as well. Does have, by the looks of it, more pikes in queue, as well as a stable training some hussars as well. Looks like we see 8 pikes coming out. If he can get 5 cav out there, that might be reasonable, because the Minutemen will be low on life. But it's a shame those Longbowmen, they all died without really achieving too much there.
Yeah, so Sompu saw the stable in the back, and as soon as he seen that, he realized, oh, there's a bit of danger there. He knows that the 5 hussars come out as well,
Yeah.
which they do just now. That it probably could have gone okay for him, but he knows that like he had a really good engagement, so there's no need to stick around next to free production facilities. So he's just backing out, and he's banking a lot of resources now.
Yeah.
Prince knows that as well, so Prince has to push in again, and yeah, he's tagging a few of the hussars.
Yeah, this sort of like bank maze is working out for him. Those hussars not really able to get in anywhere near those skirmishes and having to fight the other hussars of the blue player instead in those little cracks there. Looks like he's going to take down those explorer, and now he's heading on out.
Yeah, really nice hold there from Sompu. Yeah, his banks are actually kind of well positioned, because even though they're not next to each other, like as you're pointing out, like when Prince's hussars tried to go through, they kind of like, it's really awkward. They go through like single file, and there's just so actually like leaving the little gaps is a pretty good idea, because Prince's army just can't get through there altogether. Look, they're just going to file in one by one.
One by one. Yeah, giving plenty of time for those hussars though to sort of like break them up and get into combat there. A couple of pikemen coming in. If he can get them onto the cav, that would be nice. Does a little bit of damage there, but Sompu on top of that does use his skirmishers, town centre, and of course the Minutemen to take out those pikes, so the damage is very limited. And it looks like and this second wave of units are not really going to do too much more damage at all. And in the back of this, Sompu does manage to hit up to the next stage. I think that could be the GG there. Sompu might give it up. Does have musketeers in queue, and another batch of hussars have just come out.
Yeah, so this is looking very bad for Prince. He did get 2 villagers in one of his longbow pushes, but that's probably not enough damage. I mean, we can see he's shipping crates now. Like his old idea is to kind of just get a big army of his own. His economy is not that much ahead that he can just chill out. Like this is great position for Sompu, and he's adding an artillery foundry, which is not that common. Yeah, and he shipped some Reuters, and he's making Reuters. So yeah, it's just going to be falconets, and Prince is going to have a really hard time breaking that. He's heading up to the north, maybe trying to find some villages, which we can see they're not there, but it's always worth looking.
Yeah, those hussars haven't found anything. Oh, that's a shame. The musketeers are going to be pretty poor against the falconets that are being trained. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't say falconets right away because for some reason my brain went to he was going to petard the outpost for some reason, but I think it should be
He's got a falconet in queue. In fact, 2 falconets in queue. Yeah, that outpost is so threatening. We've got to get some petards on it. Absolutely. Looks like we're going. That's a lot of musks though that he's managed to field. The 6 musk shipment arriving at that town as well. So this is do or die time. He's got to make something happen with this big timing push. But I think it's just not going to happen. Look at those falconets in the back, adding so much damage. They were trained at just the right moment here to deal with these muskets, and they're going to be taking a lot of damage there. Does force all the skirmish shots off, and perhaps he could walk in there and shoot the cannons down. But doing so would be the end of him. Instead elects to leave, try and kite back, and use these 4 hussars to deal with those instead. But there are just so many Reuters there, they're going to be able to chase these musks down. 3 more, actually 6 more being added in, but yeah, that push did not work out in the end.
Yeah, those 2 falcons arrived at like the perfect moment. Like Prince had actually got up a good mass. Despite losing like a lot of army early on, he still actually had
that mass was impressive.
A nice time in there.
Yeah,
but those 2 falcons just came out, and they were tucked like nicely behind the 3 banks. Like they were going to be completely untouched. There was no way to kill them. And so yeah, Sompu can push out with his famous Sompu drag box, which is it's making its way down to Prince's production, and I don't know what's his plan to stop this.
Yeah, he's not going to stop this.
He doesn't have one. Yeah. Yeah, you need, I don't know, to counter cannons in Age 2, you just need a lot of stuff. That's like the only way. Or culverins, but he wasn't anywhere close to Aging, and you can't do that as Brits really anyway.
I wonder if Culverin should be like a...
What, an age 2 unit?
I was just thinking, no, that'd be really...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be stupid. I don't know, anything's possible with Definitive Edition. I hope not age 2 Culves.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they'll probably will throw in like one random change of their own just for fun. Like they did with the trading post in the latest robot balance patch.
I don't know. I have more faith in them than that, to be honest. I think they're well aware of the community and all of the things we've made. You know, all of the maps and all of the stuff we've been doing. They wouldn't make a definitive edition unless they had like a reasonable amount of content to put in it in the form of like our maps and, you know, a community that's already made a balance patch and stuff like that. I think they'll listen. I don't think they'll do anything silly. At least I hope so. I'm really looking forward to that though. It's going to be awesome. Age of Empires 4 and a definitive edition.
Still ways off, but
yeah. Well, like, because the definitive edition has to come out first. Like, they're going to release all the definitive editions first. So we're going to have ages to, like, play around with, like, this new awesome Age of Empires 3. And then Age of Empires 4 will come out afterwards, and it'll just be beautiful. But I'm wondering, do you have time for another game, or is it food
Yeah,
time?
they hosted.
Oh, I better get out of here then.
Yeah. We'll make a little series out of this.
All right. I went down to before this series started, I thought, right, I've got to get myself down to the shop. Bought myself two Hot Pockets, and I ate them both cold.
Oh dear.
That was delicious. And I had a banana afterwards for pudding.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you bought 2 bananas.
No, I bought like 10 bananas in the end. I bought the the ones that are slightly going brown, like the ones that are like no longer yellow anymore. They're just like sort of turning. I like those ones more. They taste nicer. I feel like the yellow ones are a bit too fresh, you know.
No.
I don't like yellow bananas. They're too fresh.
They're too fresh.
Yeah, the ones when they got brown little spots on the skin, they taste like sugary and they're a bit softer and they're nicer. But then I sort of just freeze them anyway because I put them in a milkshake in the morning, so it doesn't matter.
All right, maybe fresh isn't the right word. Like I don't think I've ever heard anyone complain.
It's too fresh. It's like it's not fully like ready to eat yet. It's like it's still like growing. It's like eating like a berry that's not like gone completely red yet. It's like a strawberry that's still a bit green on the top. You know, it's like, that's what I mean. I feel like yellow bananas are the equivalent of that. You don't want to eat them. They're no good. But why did I in the middle? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2 in this Showmatch series. It will last as long as it lasts. I'm pleased though we got some Age of Empires 3, and that was a nice game. It was interesting at least. It wasn't super long, but
yeah,
Indians.
We've even got a war chief civilization.
We have versus India, the Asian civilization. All right, spawning in the right-hand side of the map, we do indeed have SomppuKunkku playing as the Indians there, spawning with 2 food crates and a coin crate. The rest will be wood. Can be picking up that 30 coin right away. Is there anything interesting nearby? It's 95 wood treasure to grab though. But I feel like that's a little bit difficult as India though sometimes, right?
It can be. If the outlaws are split up, it just takes longer to get basically, but you can still get it. If they're close together like they are now, that's like you even if you only have one elephant there, you just start that immediately, and then like wait till the other one gets there because that's like really nice.
That one would be quite nice to get then. Either way though, a moot point because he's not scouted it and instead has come across 135 XP, which is by the looks of it what his explorers are heading towards to grab. Let's take a look at the Red Explorer. We do have the Iroquois War Chief here. Turn Control Shift F on. I think he's seen that 60 wood. And I think he's seen, with the Travois over up here, I think he's managed to get the line of sight to that Cherokee Rifleman. Though by the looks of it, is just going to continue scouting. But, yes, Iroquois. Here he is on the left-hand side of the map. Not going to be collecting up that coin. Not useful. Not getting a market. But that is it for treasures at the moment. 80 food down the bottom there. It's getting a little bit of damage on top of this. He's got his bear working away, the black bear. Yeah,
that 135 XP is really nice. Because that essentially gave Somppu his shipment, and so he's going to be sending the wood trickle immediately. So in a sense, that's not just an XP treasure; it's essentially a wood treasure because that shipment's going to arrive. I don't know, like half a minute before it would have done.
Oh yeah.
And so, because you also get the villager with that as well, he's probably that's like at least a 50 wood treasure plus the XP is obviously going to carry on for his second and third shipments. So that's pretty nice. He can almost take that as a wood treasure.
Well, that's good. And he's going to go for the Cherokee Rifleman as well. Pick up some units of his own. Distributivism does come in.
Yeah, and that's a really early one. Prince going for this 80 food. This is like my least favorite treasure as well. The 80 food for 2 outlaw riflemen. Like, I mean, just as a player, like when you come up across it, you're just like, ooh, 95 wood. I'm really excited for this. And then
it's not, and you're like, oh, it's 80 food. What? Like,
yeah.
In terms of villager seconds, it's so much worse. But at least for the Iroquois, that treasure a lot better than it would usually be for other civilizations. Does have a pretty good guardian for you to convert, and picks himself up an outlaw rifleman, which has actually more hit points than a musketeer and significantly more ranged attack there. So definitely very valuable. Going to be coming over here, going to be chasing the elephants away from the 60 wood treasure. Might be able to get some. He's got a significant force, especially with the Gaia Guardians helping him out for a little bit there. That Black Bear and the Outlaw Rifleman with the Explorer as well. There's no way you can... This is his treasure now. That is 60 food. But looks like the Iroquois player has just managed to click up to the next stage. Going up with, of course, the Messenger. Going to be aging up fairly quickly. Get that Travar out. The Iroquois bonus. You get that building. And switching all of his villages over to wood. What are we going to see from this matchup then?
Yes,
it's not one I have interacted with too often.
Yeah. Oh no, his villagers walking all over his aggro. Okay, so it gets down finally. But yeah, normally at least on the original patch, you kind of see India play pretty defensive. And oh, so actually Prince does. Yeah, he does sneak the 60 wood. But yeah, India plays pretty defensive. You put up the aggro fort in your base.
Oh, the double stomp, mate. Oh.
I didn't even see that.
Like both of them got a stomp off from the treasure guardians. He just annihilated these things, especially with his Cherokee Rifleman. Look at the Four Master Iroquois guy. He's running back to his base. That war chief. What a shame.
Smart.
At any rate, though, is up to the next age, and
yeah, SomppuKunkku's got to get on scout in this though. Prince has got like 6 villagers on coins. So, and he's gone for the crate age up.
Oh, that was a slow age up. That looked much faster than I... Okay, I was wrong. I'm just so used to it being the messenger. Okay, going up with crates instead.
Yeah, SomppuKunkku just has to check though, because... Oh, keep going, game. Is it going? Keep going.
It's fine.
Alright.
Yeah. So
I was panicking.
What's he hoping for then? Some sort of timing push against India instead of what Iroquois would usually do.
Yeah, when you get up to the fortress stage, you can just ship the forest prowlers and the musket riders, and it kind of like works the same way Germany and France do when they get up to fortress. India just struggles against compositions of skirmishers and dragoons.
Mm.
Oh no, sad smiley face. Yeah, we can. We can make it a best of 2, so this will be the last one. I can go get some food.
Best of 2. So there's potential for a draw.
Potential for a draw, yeah.
Witten Skype. What does that mean? Someone was ringing him? Is that what happened? Is that why we got some lag mode?
If he's alt tabbing, then that probably wouldn't help. We'll see.
Okay.
So yeah, let me see. Does SomppuKunkku know that Prince is going up? I'm not sure he does right now.
Look at those deer! They got scattered by the aggro fort. That was no good. Does he know? Well, I don't know. He saw him age much later than usual. SomppuKunkku did. So what were you asking? Does Prince know?
I was wondering if SomppuKunkku knows. I think he does, but like, okay, because Prince actually aged really fast, even though he did the slow age up. So you just have to like confirm. It was over. Usually, if it's over 4 minutes, it is the slow age up. But I don't know. Sometimes you just want to check because it was a coin start as well, and so maybe Prince went for a market and just a few other things happened. And occasionally Iroquois can age up like 405, just with some slightly bad macro. So it's always like a good idea just to like you just want to confirm. Like he probably suspects it. But he did train a few more seaboys, so he is a little bit worried in case there was like 4 Canyons on the way. But I do expect he kind of knows what's going on about now. But he's just getting his market upgrades. He's ship foreign logging second, so he's just looking to build up his economy.
Yeah.
And Prince is gonna get up to the 3rd age uncontested. Look at this fortress time as well. It's gonna be 6:36.
Mate, that was quick.
Yeah, and he's got himself a trading post as well. So all these dangerous fortress shipments are going to be coming out really fast. And he's just made a stable as well. So like all his production's ready. He's got a trading post. It's before 7 minutes. And he even shipped 5 villages as well. So his economy is not even bad.
Got to fit that in, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing the 5 Vs cost him is that he does actually have to wait a bit now for his shipment, but it won't be too long with the trading post, I imagine.
Yeah, I imagine if he wasn't able to build a trading post, he probably wouldn't have. Well, he might not have gone for that. Anyway, Forest Prowler's now coming out.
Yeah, and I think Somppu's going to have to take this in Age 2, because if you were going to kind of counter it by doing a semi-FF of your own, you would have had to have macro to go up a bit earlier. So he's just going to commit to Age 2. And we can see that with the Consulate and getting the Caravanesi. So we'll see if he can hold against these kind of the strong Forest Prowlers, which are now stealthing, just looking for villagers, I guess.
Forget they can do that. Ottoman Consulate coming in, yeah, gonna get those 4 villagers out and have access to the Minutemen.
Yeah, is he going to see this one by the market? I think he is, right. I don't know how close they can get to the TC before being seen. Oh, he's going to get it. Yeah. Nice.
Sneaking around on the periphery.
Yeah, that was pretty good, because he probably wouldn't have got that.
That was good.
Yeah.
Crates of 400 food, 400 wood, and 400 gold have arrived. Well, that's interesting.
Well, when you think about it, that's pretty good, right? Normal crates are 1,000.
Yeah, that's 1,200.
Okay,
yeah, that is quite good. It's not quite as focused, so if you like desperately, if you're like mismacroed and you need coin, and 1,000 gold's going to sort you out, this doesn't really perform that job. But if you're going to use them all, it's an ideal shipment, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I think Prince maybe thought Somppu was aging, which he actually is. So he was pushing in, but the Consulate and the Caravanesi scared him a bit there, so he's on his way back out. But yeah, actually, Somppu's surprising me. He is actually going to go up to the fortress stage just a bit later. And yeah, so it's like Eco's in a good place. He just kind of has to hold this push that's going to come out for Prince now. We can see like he's got a full batch of musket riders, a full batch of forest prowlers coming across the map, and this age up's going to take a while. He's only got 2 vills on the Wonder. So there's going to be a big window for Prince to get some damage done, and yeah, I think he's going to keep poking at Somppu and just to see what he can do.
Yeah. Do you get European settlers from the Almond Consulate? No, you don't. You don't. I just saw them arrive. Sorry, that was just a question that just went through my mind. Yeah, he's going to pick up... No, he's not going to pick up that villager on the coin mine there. Does quickly garrison in the Agra fort, sees these here. But just sort of patrolling the edge of the map there. 8 forest prowlers coming in. He's sort of building up a force. So he's aware that... Is he aware that he's going... I don't think he is. He saw the... You said he saw the Caravanesi and the Consulate and got scared away.
Yeah, it's mixed signals. I think he can probably figure it out just because the fact that someone's not pushing now. But yeah. But when you push in and you see a Caravanesi and the Consulate, yeah, there's you never know if he's just like pooling army right at the back. But by now he's gonna commit on the Agra fort, it seems. Yeah. Which itself is dangerous, but it'll be all right because he's not aging up with the map.
Oh, that bone lot 12. Oh my, that's the Iroquois war chief paying dividends there. Looks like though India now up to the next age with some wood crates is going to commit to the Agra fort. Is this a good building to take down then? I guess you don't really want to sort of get in behind it and start sieging the Caravanesi, because then you're sort of wedged between pops of Minutemen and reinforcing batches of units there. He's just taking this thing that's on. Oh, nice stomp coming in there. He's going to lose the elephants though, and needs those Gurkhas to do some supporting fire in the back. Centuries and irregulars, I believe, have been called. They are looking to get into this fight here. Tomahawks have been added as well. A random batch of Tomahawks. Maybe that was a mistake.
I think it was just worried in case maybe a couple map outs came out. I don't know. Like, so Sompu's got a shipment on the way, which did pop him. I wasn't checking the food count enough to see if it's Euromies, but Prince has to be really careful now because he knows Sompu's age 3, and in about like 10 seconds or so, we could see this unit shipment kind of come out at the front. And if it is something like Euromies, this could he's gonna start sieging the Agra fort. And I'm really worried something's going to come out.
Yeah, Irumi did come out there. He's got to get running. Those things are pretty good against infantry. He does have a lot of musket riders, though, so you're going to be able to pick them off, do a bit of damage there. Looks like he's now trying to bring all his ranged infantry. The Gurkha's coming in, getting some getting up nice close, trying to sort of kite forward so that he can stay within range of the musket riders for as long as possible, get as much damage as he can. The Urumi almost cleared up, though. A Madhouse has come out as well. Going to be able to take down all these forest prowlers with the remaining units, I think.
Yeah. I guess that the engagement at least has pushed Prince back. I think Sompu was hoping the Euromies would probably get a bit more done if they like popped out right on the left. Yeah. You know, but still, like he's got his Agra still up, which is nice because that's got a really long line of sight range, and it's just going to keep hammering away if Prince gets too close. And like Prince's army count has just been decimated for a bit. Though his reinforcements are still pretty strong, like his eco's going well. And so he actually chose to ship Forest Prowler combat, or infantry combat. That's what. Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't sound right.
Forest Prowler combat. It's very specific.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, but so he's focusing a bit more on the long term. I think his strategy is kind of just to take on this map. You can kind of play like a map control game, like just say, I'm going to control kind of these resources, and like an area like this is something Prince could control easily, and so he could try and win it out there. But Sompu's gone for a second TC, which might be scouted actually by 5 random Tomahawks.
Oh, pardon me.
I think he's going to see it. Yeah,
he's found it. Gonna force those bills in there. 3 Garden Hussars coming out. The Tomahawks are in a little bit of danger at the moment, though, with those Gurkha nearby. It looks like they're going in the opposite direction, and the Town Center Fire is just going to scare them off instead. 2 Mahouts do arrive, and but if he's adding the Town Center and he's looking to stay close to home and build up his eco.
Yeah. I guess Prince sees the second town center, and he feels like Sompu is obviously not going to have a big enough army to defend this, so he tries pushing it again. But we'll see. Sompu's got a few units here. The map out. Can he get the map out onto the forest prowlers? I'm not. Oh, he can. Maybe. No.
Only one little tusk shove. I believe that's the technical term there. Yeah. This
Still
is
though, look, the damage he's getting done.
And
good.
It is good. Gonna try and clean up these units that are chasing him down, the fast-moving ones, and once that last cavalry and the 2 elephants are gone, then these forest prowlers can sort of get at it. Oh, nice stomp, keeps him close. And that sort of slows down the musket riders just a little bit for the Gurkha to catch up and just perhaps be in range that a little bit longer. But he says without the rest of those melee units, he's now going to head back home. Doesn't want to get caught off guard with all of these Gurkhas out on the front by some sort of batch of cavalry or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, was that a free map out card? Oh no, it's just a batch. He's actually just training map out. Interestingly enough, Prince actually sent infantry attack, so this is like why his army hasn't been that big. He's just really kind of beefing up. Oh, but that's a really nice Gurkha pop actually. Yeah. And he's going to clean Prince's army up once again, I think. We'll see how good Prince can kite back. He's doing all right at the moment. These trees are going to impede the map outs a little bit. Yeah. But maybe they can get a few shots. Oh, they got the Explorer. That's pretty big. Yeah, they stopped. Keep going. They're on the charge. Wow, he's going to clean this all up.
Charging elephants.
Whee! Look at that. Big hit.
So what do you make of all of these upgrades then? Are they... Because he's sending Colonial Age upgrades when he could be sending Fortress Age unit shipments.
Yeah, so these upgrades are kind of nice when you have a big forest prowler mass, but throughout this game, Prince has never really had a big forest prowler mass. Like, he's only had like 10 or 15 at best.
Yeah.
So, like I have seen lots of games of Iroquois, for example, like against Dutch, where they're behind a big chunk in score, like he is now, like where he's behind 50 score, but just because of the strength of the Forest Prowler against like the enemy skirm, so here would be against the Gurkhas, they're just really strong and can kind of win out.
Yeah.
But a third town center.
A third town center. These villagers coming close for they want to gather some coin, and they're like, oh, this can't do it here.
Yeah, so it doesn't look great for Prince right now. We do have to bear in mind those 3 upgrade cards. They do add something that's not kind of being reflected in the score, in that the Forest Prowlers are most definitely a lot stronger than these Gurkhas. Like, even without the War Chief buff, their hit points and their attack is just a lot more. So, yeah, he can still win just by getting some nice engagements, but he's given Sompu a lot of space, and Sompu's pushing out now. You know, he's got access to this extra coin mine. I don't think Prince wanted to give him that, because that will just keep Sompu going and going. So, so it's looking good for Sompu.
I don't think Sompu really cares what's going on at the moment. He's got 3 town centers up, and he's just like sitting here with pretty reasonable resources. You know, he's got access to coin. He's got access to hunt there. India doesn't really need much hunt anyway, so yeah, he's alright. Villagers now going to come in and start sort of herding them towards. Looks like Prince coming in though with a big batch, just sort of a big mass of musket riders there. Does have some Howder out though, and some Mahouts as well. On top of the town centre, going to be producing the Minutemen equivalent. This is going to be he can hold here.
Yeah, I think he's got enough. Maybe even some of these vills will tank. They're not intentionally. Oh, and a nice extra batch of 3 hussars. He stayed on the Ottoman consulate, interestingly enough. Yeah. But this Gurkha count is so huge. There's like 40 or 45 Gurkhas, and Prince still, like, he never built up his Forest Prowler mass. So as good as his kiting's been, we can see he's like keeps kiting back, which is really nice. It doesn't matter, because when you're kiting with 8 units, it's like they can only get so much done, even if your kiting is like the best that this game has ever seen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you only got 8 Forest Prowlers, really, when the other guy has almost got like a full control group of Gurkhas. Like, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, and some Howder as well. They're pretty good.
Yeah, and he's going to start taking out these the random longhouses. But yeah, he might actually be able to get a good few pot shots on the Howder. He's trying.
Yeah. Maybe he should be stealthing in there, you know, the stealth ability, and then just crack a shot off and run before he looks back.
Yeah, maybe. That's kind of hard to do, but yeah.
No, it's too risky, right? Like, he just sees them, and then you're too close. You take a volley off that massive group of Gurkha. He's going to take out some villagers, just stray out here, gathering up some food.
Yeah, not looking good for Prince at all. Like, Iroquois can win games behind with a score deficit, but his army, I don't know. He's gonna need more. I guess he's got unit shipments coming in now, because he didn't send them earlier, so these 6 and 5 Kanyas can kind of boost him up a bit. Oh, big Mahou batch from the south. Is this kind of gonna flank in nicely? We'll see. It could go badly though.
He has to engage there now, right? Or is he going to continue onto the Forest Prowlers? Yep.
Yeah, we'll get a good few hits on there. Oh, they're clumped up a little bit. They're almost all gone down.
Just chasing those Forest Prowlers around.
Yeah. And once again, Sompu he's just pushed them back. And like, the longer this game goes on, 3 town centers. This is why Prince has to kind of keep pushing. Because he's seen all 3 town centers and he knows he's only on 1, but he can't break him.
Yeah, he can't break him.
And Sompu's finally got like his upgrade card of his own. He'd only be going unit shipments for a while, but I only just noticed about a minute and a half ago he's finally shipped the Gurkha. It's a slight buff to Gurkhas, HP and attack, so that will help against the really strong Forest Prowlers. Oh, he's even going for a castle right next to the longhouse, and that's gonna trigger Prince to head up to the north. Prince will try and contest it, but I don't know. The castle, I think, actually, normally I don't like castles, but they got like an extra 1,000 hit points than normal outpost.
And an extra 5 attack damage, I think, as well. Actually, no. They cost an extra 100 gold, though, right?
Yeah, they do cost more, which is why I prefer my outpost. But here, like the hit points kind of helped out a bit. Gives Sompu a bit more time.
Yeah, manages to get it up over here, controlling this coin mine as well. Just really, and the hunt to the north, just restricting red from really doing anything whilst in the back. Just, pardon me, building 3 lots of villages at a time. Gonna be quite nice. And now just restricted to the south here. Where's he heading? He wants to do some damage whilst he knows his opponent's army is away.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He knows, like anytime you know like your opponent is just occupied sieging a building across the map, like even if you can't get anything done, you just move your army to the other side. See, maybe there's some vills there or something, but it sounds like he's just looking at the score and it's just like, he's 100 score up.
Yeah, he's gonna have to kill a few villages here to catch.
These map outs are actually going to get picked off though pretty easily before they get much done. And he has got his war chief back, which is nice, but even still, this Gurkha mass is really big.
And
oh, but the 5 kills from the back, and like if these Howders go down, and the Kanyas, there's a 5 map out batch though, but is there going to be...
Is that going to be an... Oh, yeah, if he takes the Howder out, then it's just cavalry versus this, but I think the Howder, there's enough of them there to even up the cavalry. Gurkha, they're trying to move forward. Those Kuroshés are doing quite well, actually.
Yeah.
Are they... Are they... They're actually... Well, they're getting the extra HP from the cavalry upgrade, right? They don't normally have that many. Oh, no, they do. They normally have 500, don't they?
Yeah,
Plus 75, so that's about right.
So Sompu, he only had like 3 Howder at the start of the fight. Against Prince had about 10 Kanya and 5 Kuroshés.
Yeah,
so he just stomped the fight.
Really good job. But the question is now, can he, off the back of this momentum, well, you see there's 5 more Gurkha there, and he's still got 1 Mahout, a century and 2 elephants to deal with. But can he get some economic damage done now? He's got a few more reinforcing units, so he's going to win this fight. He's finally going to finish this fight now. It does take out 1 villager there, or he's executed. 5 musket riders coming in, so you're continuing the unit spam. Can he do some damage to the economy now? I wonder if he can, because but the thing is, like, the villagers up the top are too close to this castle. I guess that's his best shot though, unless he tries to just take down the town center.
Well, he's got no choice. He has to, because as soon as this runs out, he loses all his momentum, and that's like 200 coin left. That's his only coin source. So,
is that all the coin on the map? Is it all gone?
But I think some. Yeah, it is actually. That's it.
Huh.
But this is another good engagement for Prince. I think he's got enough musket riders here. There's only 3 Gurkhas. The war chief HP aura is back up again, which is really nice. I guess elephant combat came in, so like this map out, even though it's only just 1, is just super strong.
Strong map.
Prince will clean this up again, but like this coin mine is now out, and so he's got 538 coin in his bank, and he's not going to get any more coin in a long time. So I don't know.
Is it wood time? Or maybe get the route up and start sending.
Yeah, he's going for a plantation, so he will have a small trickle of coin, but now that's going to cause him to lose a bit of momentum. And
yeah, like this is the natural resources running out now is no good, right? Mind you, Sompu's run out of coin as well, so both players going to be struggling to field. Coin units.
It is a little easier for the India because the transition is you only have to pay 400 wood each for a rice paddy, whereas Iroquois is gonna. Oh, I thought it was a plant. It's a farm gone up.
Yeah,
I thought that was a plantation at the bottom of the map. I just like assumed.
Well, it would have made sense. Yeah, I did look around the map a bit for that plantation. He just has a.
Oh, right, I see. When I say, you're probably wondering what he was on about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw the structure going up. I was like, oh, it's clearly a plantation. I didn't click on it. But yeah, okay. So that means he's just gonna go straight into tomahawks. He's decided that actually the coin transition it's too painful to do.
So he's just gonna go for tomahawks instead. Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
I think that's like a fine decision to do, because
there are still hunts on the map. I guess he hasn't seen this one. I don't know. Either yeah. Has he got the elite upgrade in? He does. Okay, and they're still benefiting from the infantry combat he sent earlier. These aren't bad units.
Oh no, they're really good. 240. Like if we compare them to the Sepoys, because these Sepoys haven't been upgraded much. The Tomahawks are actually a lot stronger, especially with this the War Chief buff.
Yeah.
And look, these 5 Mathouts now, they're not gonna.
They're definitely not as effective as before, right? Yeah. Like they're just gonna Tomahawks. They do their melee damage. Hand attack 21 times 3. These cavalry are not going to be too good here. He needs to get those forest prowlers on the Howdah in the back, and of course on the Sepoy as well.
Yeah, and yeah, that was really nice. So Somppu hasn't adapted to his Prince's unit switch composition. So there's 5 Mathouts. Like that was a really expensive batch, all going down. That's a big deal. And like Somppu just hasn't stabilized over the last 10 minutes. Like he's been so close to winning this. If only he could just stabilize.
Yeah.
But Prince has done really nice to keep the momentum going.
I think the stabilization process has been difficult. From he's built in so many rice paddies. Like he's not had time to like create enough units to stabilize, and yeah, he's just hoping. Yeah. Yeah, look at all those villagers on wood. They're just not really creating anything. They're just there to build paddies, I suppose. So what is Prince's net course of action? Well, you need to get rid of these Gurkha first, but do you continue sieging that town centre like he was, or do you look for the sources of income? Because if you go and stand on this area, you essentially deny that those 2 400 wood structures and all of the villagers gathering from them.
Yeah, that would be a nice thing to do. The thing is, Prince probably doesn't know exactly where all Somppu's villas are. For all he knows, they could just be right in the back of Somppu's base.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, this is like really painful as like Somppu because look, he's at like 91 villas or whatever, and it's such a weird place where you're in, where you have like such a huge economy, but you can't stabilize. It just feels so weird. Cause you feel like, oh god, I must be able to stabilize. Like I'm almost max vills. Like it doesn't make any sense, and he still can't do it.
Yeah, he still can't. Look at all these tomahawks. Age 2 Sams.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the War Chief is still up as well, and he does still have the eco lead, but this is getting into a very strange position now. So I think Somppu's coin has been a bit low as well. He seems to only have 9 on coin, so obviously he's I think he was macroed for Mathwout reinforcements when he probably needs he's going for Sepoys now, but he probably needs to get some Gurkhas up and rolling.
Yeah,
but he can't with this coin income.
Rice paddies are so good. They're just cheaper, and you can toggle them. Like, what's that all about? It's not fair, is it?
Another infantry upgrade has come in. Hit points. Infantry. So
these tomahawks are beefy.
They are seriously beefy. If you thought Sepoys were good, look at these tomahawks. Impressive.
267 HP, 29 attack.
He still can't stabilize. This is ridiculous. If these 5 Canyons somehow head up north and seal all these villages, if he has to force like 30 villages off these plantations, which
they're gonna do it. They're gonna find some. He's found 2 villages.
He's down like 50 score.
He's not gonna. He doesn't see the ones on the left, but this one rice paddy he's seen, and there's another one, but he doesn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but he's found a town center. He's gonna kill off the vills there and destroy the structure, and he'll see all these villages on the top here as well, collecting wood in the other rice paddy. Can he win this from like 50 score down? You're right. He was 100 score down. Yeah, he can. He can definitely do it. There's too many Sepoy. This economy's finally kicked in, and like he's managed to just like outmass his opponent.
But Prince is going to see his plantations. The thing against Prince is he never did make the plantation switch, so he still has constantly been on food and wood. But he's going to get some good damage done here. and it's also just nice to know that there's a lot of villagers up here. So if the game carries on, he can head up to this place to raid again.
Conservative tactics coming in as well.
Christ, let me see these tomahawks now. Oh my god.
Oh, they're so good.
I guess you know what, you don't even need to switch to plantations when you can just build these tomahawks, right?
Yeah, but
just get tomahawk Kenya.
You'd have really good forest prowlers as well.
That is true. Yeah, the forest prowlers would be pretty beefy. But look, he's got this seaport out position, and there's vills up here. Like, he needs to defend this position.
Yeah.
Where's Somppu's reinforcements? They're about 30 seconds out. Like, he has got another batch, but it's got to take away.
It's got to walk quite a while. Yeah, quite a way. Here they come. They need a sprint mode that like damages them as they move, but they can move faster. Mate, that would be DE. I'm telling you. No, but it does clean out these Sepoy here, and now the villagers totally exposed. 2 Mohawk come out though. I wonder if that's the best thing against Tomahawks. They are quite strong though, and might be able to finish this up. Not with the reinforcing units though. I wonder if the best thing to do is focus down that Explorer. He's very, very low on life there, and he's providing quite the bonus. 3 more Hussars, Gardeners do arrive.
Yeah, 5 more Tomahawks in from the back, but I think Somppu might just clean this up. Though that War Chief still being alive is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I wonder if he's... Oh, no, he goes down. Yeah, now he's going to have to retreat here. Looks like he's got 15 reinforcing Tomahawks. Looks like they were sort of mis-rallied somewhere. Some Kanya going to be raiding this down on the front. There are 2 Sepoy there to meet them.
Oh wow, and and Prince finally switched over. He's got 1 plantation, so he can actually start trickling in batches of maybe forest prowlers or musket riders. We'll see what he chooses to do with those. But yeah, he's kind of evened up the vill count, and he's still constantly had this military edge throughout the game. And somehow Somppu just can't stabilize. He's calling Minutemen.
I don't know if he's going to be stabilizing now. Look, the economy's quite... It's like 50-50 almost. I mean, obviously it's in favor of blue slightly, but eco is definitely... Villager counts are definitely evening up.
Yeah, and now, because as I was mentioning earlier, Prince knows about these mills. He can just keep targeting them with raids as he's doing. Look
at that. 3 Canada's going to be taking out the vills. Nothing there to really stop him. I wonder if he's even... realize that's happening, given that this fight is happening, and he's needing to micro here and put his the villagers aren't doing it. They could be heading towards that castle. Yeah, and he's trying to sort of fight his way over there by the looks of it.
He does see it now, but yeah, it's kind of awkward. You don't really want to have to send them to the castle, though. I guess he should, but I think something might be coming to terms with the fact that he's now behind, and it's not looking good for him.
That's amazing.
Prince has actually finally taken the score lead. Yeah,
that's amazing. I wonder, I guess now, like, what do? Just get all your market upgrades, get your mill and plantations in, get them upgraded, get the trader out down, and then just, actually, maybe not. I guess his opponent does have more town centers still. Actually, no, he doesn't. He's got...
Well, when you're at 81 vills, it doesn't matter too much.
Vills aren't quite so important then, are they?
Yeah, but this is like classic Iroquois. Like, it's the civ that like can come back from the biggest score deficits. I guess Russia kind of does as well, but I've seen Iroquois come back from like some really insane score deficits, and this was one of them. But yeah, I think Prince can now close this out. This is a lot of...
He's got so many military units compared to his opponent on 6 there, and the economy's pretty even. Well, actually, in favour of red now. Just going to take down these mills. Is that the right thing to do, do you think? Siege these down, or should he just head straight onwards to the next one that's in use? Or do you think cleaning these up once and for all is...
It's alright. It's
well, he knows he's won a whole... He has killed so many villagers. He has to be like... He has to think he's like probably at least...
Yeah. Prince knows he's almost got the game won, I reckon. But yeah, Somppu's had to rebuild like so many of these plantations. It's really costly.
Yeah.
Or rice paddies, I should say.
Magic switcheroo buildings.
Ooh, nice 6 Tomahawk shipment coming in. Somppu shipped the Colonial Militia.
He must have ran out of shipments now. There can't be any left. He's still got... No, that's all of them. Yeah, well, if he's sending 6, then he has to, right? He's still got Aena, I suppose. He's still all the Fortress Age shipments, is what I mean. He's still got colonial shipments.
Yeah, yeah. Aena would actually be kind of interesting against Sepoy because they do have like a ×2 bonus, which is uncommon for an archer.
Perhaps he should train them then. They only cost food as well, right?
Ah, here comes the Colonial Militia Minutemen, but I don't think they're going to do much. No.
The Sepoy in the back, though, are pretty good. Sorry, the Gurkha. He's got Gurkha working away from here, but I think it's just numbers, really.
Yeah, and these Tomahawks, they're still stronger than the Sepoys. So normally you think like, oh, the Sepoy's the really strong musketeer, which it is, but these Tomahawks, with all the cards they got on them, they just got more HP.
Yeah.
And oh wow, Prince is he actually added a second town center, so he has almost reached 99 villages, and yeah.
What the hell is going on?
There's no reverse comeback here. There's like there's Somppu's not going to come back from the 100 score deficit. Is he?
Well, he's got inspiration.
He's holding him a bit.
No,
yeah.
He can't, right? Surely he's like 25 vills down now. 35 vills down.
Yeah, he does have all his free TCs up, which is nice. So he can keep reinforcing villages, but I don't know what that is. I was talking about HP.
Yeah.
I think he's looking at the HP of the Tomahawks and saying it's a lot.
Yeah, well, it is a lot.
Yeah. Prince can actually go up to industrial now. He's even got a second plantation. So yeah.
That would probably be the correct play at this point, unless you want to max out. No, I'd go up, and then like continue training units whilst you're aging, get max pop, and then get the upgrades.
Yeah. And yeah, that was an interesting decision from Somppu. He's been making free hussars from the Ottoman consulate for 37 minutes. That's probably partly why the Tomahawks have had kind of more HP than the Sepoys. Normally we see the British consulate, but
yeah, and then they get the upgrades in.
Yeah, I think the War Hut might defend the raid on its own. It's all right.
I want to learn how to play Iroquois. This looks fun.
It is. Yeah.
I want to play India too. They're like civs that I think India takes my fancy more actually, but
it's a great civ.
Partly because it would probably be easier to learn on RE patch because Iroquois no one would want to play against you.
Yeah, that's the thing why Iroquois is not super played is because just how strong it is. It's kind of like seen as pretty bad to play it.
Pretty lame. It's okay on EP though, which here we are now.
Oh, he does kill the war chief. Wow, that was like 3 volleys from what's the infantry? But yeah, Parthian's not the best. But yeah, so Prince just has to wait till his industrial age up, get the upgrade for the Tomahawks, get the upgrade for the Canyas, and he can kind of push in again. And he'll be alright.
The problem is though, now switching to British consulate. The thing is though, like the gold is pretty tough for Prince to get a hold of. He's got 40 vills on food, but he's only got like 2 plantations built, right? He needs to get more, and they cost a lot of wood. So getting these upgrades in is going to be tough, because he needs more gold, and it's not like, you know, Iroquois can ship factories either, so...
He did age with the 10 vills, so he's sort of shipped the factory in a sense, because he's actually got 109 vills, which you wouldn't normally have access to.
That is true.
Sort of like a factory age up, maybe, that takes a bit of your population.
Maybe that upgrade should increase your villager build limit by 10 as well, so you can permanently have them.
Yeah. So yeah, he should have the. Did he get? All right. Yeah, he's got.
We have a fight going. Let's take a look at this. I wonder how much does that upgrade cost? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's take a look.
Yeah, we'll see the H4 upgrades. Prince has done a good job of keeping like his war chief alive in like all the fights. Actually, he's had the bonus on, the HP bonus on a lot of the time, which has been really nice. It's helped him out a lot, and he should just clean this up. Even though like Gurkha Sepoy is actually a good composition against that, I mean, it's just numbers and upgrades.
He did it. He did it.
That was.
Oh, that was a great game. Oh, that was cool. 40 minutes. That's the Age of Empires 3 I want to watch. I wish I'd stayed enthusiastic the whole game though. I was feeling pretty tired towards in the middle, and I was like, oh, you know, Blue's gonna win pretty soon, and then just it never happened, and Red took it.
That was. Let me have a look at some of these graphs. I want to see what's going on here. Yeah. Where's the military unit population?
Oh, I got the least amount of resources. That's a shame. I think you got more than me because you got more export.
Oh yeah.
Whereas I don't.
Yeah, that was from like 22 minutes.
Which graph are you looking at?
Like all of them, but like the military unit population is pretty cool. They were constantly fighting. Like Somppu was trying to stabilize from like 23 minutes.
And Red's constantly got more units. You know, that graph's always a bit higher for him.
Yeah, like you can see the villager pop as well. Like Somppu's in a good position.
Oh, look at that comeback though, and you can see where he discovered the the plantations. Oh, the rice paddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All resources gathered. Blue was ahead the whole game.
Yeah, it was that one engagement, which I thought, okay, it did go in Prince's favor, but surely he can't keep the momentum. It was a really nice decision to not go for the plantation. Like I feel like I would have tried to build a plantation to keep making forest prowlers.
Oh, yeah, you like the switch to tomahawks and just accepting.
Yeah, yeah, but I probably would have gone for a plantation and just then lost all the momentum, and then India would have come back. So actually, that was a pretty cool thing to see, and it probably helps kind of on the map as well, just because it's a smaller map, a bit more aggressive. Like you can kind of get the tomahawks in, like they don't get kited for absolutely everywhere over the entire map, just because it's a bit more enclosed, I guess.
Yeah, I see that.
Damn.
All right, well that is it. I think Cossack needs to get some dinner, and yes, I think I'm done for the day. I've been writing a document all day, and then I started casting, so I'm tired out from all of my... Yes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It is a shame that Kaiser Klein was not able to finish his game. Sadly, I believe he is not at where he usually is. Usually he is somewhere where he has pretty good internet, but wasn't able to be there today. So, sadly, he wasn't able to... The ping wasn't very good, and it was laggy, and he didn't want to play, so that we didn't get to see that series today. But we did get to see a pretty awesome game here, played some cards, and overall, I think that was a fun stream. I enjoyed myself, but I think that is it from Cossack and I. So thank you very much for watching. And do you have anything to add before we go?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry. All right, cool. See you later, guys. Thank you for watching.